All right, let's get into the podcast.
Yeah.
We were just talking about not CNC Music Factory. Welcome to the Pool Boy. Welcome to the Public Pool Podcast. We're not going to restart. I'm Jack. This is Michaela. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm very tired.
I'm not doing good.
Okay, why not?
Because you sent me an article or something of it, maybe just headlines. You know how us millennial Gen Zers do, where it's like we just read the headlines. Apparently, Europe's banning cigarettes for everybody who's currently 17 years old.
Yeah, apparently, I think they're just trying to get rid of it. So they're like, sorry, if you're 17 now and you're never going to graduate up.
Do you want a world war? This is how you get a world war.
I just thought that's incredibly un-European.
It's I mean, it could literally never happen in America, but it would.
But it's like more than
they
America.
roll their cigarettes.
Yeah, like
they all smoke.
That feel like where it's like Americans are like, yeah, cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's like Europeans are like cigarette and coffee and like in a chic way. Like it's different.
I can't even tell you. Like one of the times where I think I judged somebody the most was the first time I saw a European. I think he was a French guy he's Italian. Roll his own cigarette, and I was just like, "What? Come on, you serious? Are you serious?"
I think it's kind of baller.
It's not. It's you think it's baller until you see it, and then all of a sudden you're like, he basically has to carry a purse with him.
Yeah,
that has this
all
sack of
things.
loose leaf tobacco. And by the way, it's the exact same. It's the exact same experience.
Yeah. I remember when I saw like 101 Dalmatians for the first time. Mm-hmm. I saw Cruella de Ville and got the wrong impression
Of cigarettes.
just of her.
Yeah.
I was like, she's bad, but I was like, but she's very chic.
She's bad. I mean,
So one, I was really interested in getting myself a nice big fur jacket. But two, when I was little, I found all my because she would do like the long, whatever those are called, like
whether
cigarettes.
the extenders are.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, talk about class.
Yeah. So I started to take all my markers that were like different colors like that, and I would just sit there in my room pretending to smoke.
I mean, it's pretty baller.
I was like, that's pretty chic.
There's a few, because it's kind of the same thing with Captain Hook a bit, which it's like, the villains in all these Disney movies, there's different levels of how bad they are.
Yeah.
But they usually are the most fashionable.
They are.
Of the characters in the movie.
Why can't the heroes have swag?
I mean, is Cruella de Vil not, who's the Vogue lady from Devil Wears Prada?
Anna Wintour?
Is she not just Anna Wintour?
No, she's a puppy killer.
No, but I'm saying was she not modeled off of Anna Wintour?
I don't think so.
I think so. My favorite part is you said you watched 101 Dalmatians. You took it as she was very chic, and you wanted a fur jacket. Literally the lesson of 101 Dalmatians is don't buy fur.
I didn't want an animal to die for it. I just wanted the idea of a big fur jacket.
It'd be interesting business. Be like, yeah, we make fur jackets, but it's okay. They were roadkill.
Oh, roadkill jacket.
Wouldn't be very classy though.
No,
it'd be kind of like this is a raccoon that met its end prematurely.
The whole fur coat debate is what's better, to buy faux fur to do a big fake one, which is what I've always done, or to go find a vintage one because it's already in the mix.
Should you adopt or shop?
Yeah. It's a big, because they're like, well, if you buy faux fur, then that's just bad for the landfills eventually. I don't know.
My thought is whichever one's cheaper.
Oh my God. Our dog literally just laid on my wire. Sorry. He just took my head down.
But yeah, I just what's funny? That's always been, I know that it wasn't one of my parents when they built the highways and stuff, and they were they needed federal funding. This is a history lesson. Federal funding to build the highways. The reason why the drinking age is 21 is because they basically said, we are not going to pay for any highways through any of these states unless you make your drinking age, because it's up to the states when you can drink, unless you make your drinking age 21. And so all of a sudden, the people who were 17, about to turn 18, about to be allowed to drink, the fucking highways are here, and now I got to wait 4 years.
That sucks.
This sounds like the most unenforced law ever that they're coming up with. And I'll tell you right now, the Public Pool Podcast is against it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, also me being pretty against cigarettes.
I am too. I don't think people should start, but I think if they do, they shouldn't have to stop.
But it is their right to.
It is their right. It's a God-given right.
That is how I feel. It is your right to smoke a cigarette.
That's right.
Yeah. But me personally, I won't. Mm-hmm. That's none of my business if you want to.
We need a new amendment because we got the 2A for the guns. We need 20, whatever number we're at, 29A.
The right to smoke cigs?
Rip cigs inside. Let's bring back the inside thing, and then it has to go to the Supreme Court, and then the states have to decide whether or not they're allowed to have it inside or not.
I mean, to be fair, so we live in Vegas.
Yeah.
And so it's casinos everywhere. We walk into a casino, you get hit with the smell of cigarettes.
It's wonderful.
But also you're simultaneously being hit with the best almost freshest oxygen
Yeah.
you've had in your life. It's pure oxygen.
You're getting more oxygen even though you're breathing a secondhand smoke.
But like, it doesn't feel like that. Like
No.
if I walk past a group of people smoking, I'm like, I kind of feel that in my chest a little bit.
Yeah.
Walk into a casino, I'm like, I feel energized. I could run around this place.
No, it is really true. Yeah.
Maybe all we need to do is just start pumping oxygen into every building.
I don't
and
know
we
what
can
goes into
smoke.
that.
I don't either.
I don't know how much of a lift that is. I wonder how expensive it is for casinos to do it because it must be worth it.
Yeah.
People must gamble. I mean, I would love to go to a casino without the oxygen and just see how quickly we're like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
I know, right? I feel like I'd be over it
Do you just get exhausted?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I know, because sometimes when we're in our like casino, there's like restaurants, and so we
Mm-hmm.
go there. I'll get tired in the restaurant,
Yeah.
but then if I like get up and like go to the bathroom that's not in the restaurant,
Yeah.
I get hit with the fresh air, and I'm like, actually, I'm good. I'm not tired anymore.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
We just recorded a couple days ago.
Yeah, like literally 2 days ago.
So what we've been doing a lot lately is we've been having a lot of like really great late night conversations where I'm like, this should be on the podcast. And then
Yeah.
I never write it down, but
Yeah. It's also hard to be like, pause this. Let's do this on the pod.
I just want to write it down so that we can open it back up to our wonderful listeners.
Yeah. Was there something that stuck with you this week?
No, that's why I'm upset about
Oh.
it. 'Cause-
You just remembered the way I made you feel.
yeah, all the time. I thought we were really breaking some new ground.
Was it last night when I said, so you think I'm fat?
That was, why were we?
I forgot why I even said
Oh, it's because I was, yeah. And no, the answer is I didn't. Whenever you say that, I give you a look and I say, shut the fuck up. It's the meanest I ever talked to you is when you talk badly about yourself. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I guess we haven't really done anything much in the past few days.
I went to the dentist.
You did. I go tomorrow.
You go tomorrow again?
Yes.
Oh, no.
You went today. I go tomorrow.
I thought you had got all your stuff done last week.
No, because last week when I went in, we had 2 cavities,
Yeah.
one on the top and one on the bottom, and like separate sides. So they were going to have to numb me twice.
Yeah.
And the idea of, because they were like, we can do the other one today, because originally they scheduled me for 2 different appointments. The idea of being fully numb on all sides of my mouth made me really claustrophobic.
Terrifying. Yeah.
So I was like, no. I was like, I'll come back another day. I like, for some reason, that makes me just so claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with being numb or whatever, but like, I need to be able to feel a little bit.
You have to be able to feel something. I had that today where I basically always have like a mini panic attack. You know what the secret is to me is wearing sunglasses. They put the sunglasses on me and I'm good.
Yes.
There's something also about like the dentist and doctor's office in general where like for whatever reason, I become the chattiest little Kathy.
Yeah. Are you nervous?
I think because I'm nervous.
Yeah.
And I become the most entertaining person on the planet. I become like Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally like a Conan O'Brien host.
That's where you should film your stand-up special, is like in a doctor's office.
No, for real. I do think that if we ever shoot like a stand-up special or anything like that, it should be like near a shark cage.
Yeah.
Because my nervous excitement
Yeah.
is the funny juice.
Yes. Man, it's so funny to me still that like people, or like the dentists and stuff, they always try to talk to you.
They do.
And I know that's always the joke, is like, oh, they try to make small talk with you while their
Mm-hmm.
their hands are in your mouth. But I'm like, as I get older, I'm like, why? And especially like after I went to beauty school, I was like, I feel like I know so strictly. I'm like, I wouldn't talk to someone during their facial unless they talk to me, because I'm like, I want
Yeah.
them to be able to like chill.
I don't know what's happened. I think it's since I've gotten married
Yeah.
that I have become someone where it's like when I get my hair cut, I'm like, I'm looking forward to a good conversation with my haircut.
No, something like that, but like
Yeah.
where it's like a place I'm supposed to be relaxing, or like literally can't access my mouth. I don't want to talk. I'm like,
No.
let's just close my mouth and get over this. Even when I'm getting my lip waxed, I'm like, all right, let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm talking like this, and there's like hot wax on my lip, because I'm like, I have to carry on the conversation.
Getting your lip wax and them trying to talk to you is psycho.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. It's like
I do it every time, though.
That's the crazy. It's like it's like going to the eye doctor and they put those drops in that make your eyes blurry, and then the doctor trying to show you a TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like, what? You of all people know.
Yeah.
You're the one who did it.
You're the one. God, go to the eye doctor. I have to do all the things.
Eye doctors are that's not ever to me a pressing thing unless you are legitimately blind or you have like a sty. It's like if you can function, when you go, but it's not like the dentist where it's like you don't want it to become a root canal.
Yeah. Except for me, I can't see. I'm always like, I need more pairs of glasses laying around.
You do. But
Like when you were showing me a sketch last night, I couldn't see my face the whole time you were showing me the computer. I could not see anything.
That's so funny.
So it's like I couldn't judge my acting. Hope it was okay.
I thought it was great.
Okay.
I mean, I remember saying, hey, your reactions in this are really good.
Yeah.
They're really good. Yeah. No, I don't know. To me, I mean, I'm like blind in one eye, and just every time I go to the eye doctor, they always say the same thing where they're like, this is bad. And I'm like, can you fix it? No.
Then why are you telling me?
So why are you telling me it's bad?
Yeah.
So it's doing no good. So you're just being mean now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I really have any other pressing issues for this episode. We're kind of playing a little catch up. Tomorrow's the NFL draft, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we won't be covering that today in any topics because it has not happened yet.
It'll either be next week or depending on like last year there was that great Shedeur Sanders sitch where it was like the second we got back from Milwaukee, we were like, we got to talk about this because it was such a big deal.
So, okay. I'm going to ask you, these are going to be the storylines. This is my version of I think I'm paying attention.
Yes.
Fernando Mendoza is most likely going to be going to the Raiders.
It's
yes?
almost 100%. It'd be crazy.
If he didn't.
Yes.
Okay. So I think I've picked up on that.
Mm-hmm.
2, Giants have a new coach that's going to be involved in a higher pick.
So there was so there was a kind of crazy trade just a couple of days ago, which is the New York Giants, which is I'm going to just come forward and say they're my favorite football team. We traded our arguably best player who kind of had a down year, Dexter Lawrence, who's a defensive tackle. He's like the biggest, stoutest guy on the team. Mm-hmm. He plays that position, which is an important position. He's like arguably the best in the league. But he wanted to trade because we basically said we're not going to sign him for a mega deal because he should get mega money.
Yeah.
And so he was like, trade me. And we traded Dexter Lawrence to the Cincinnati Bengals for their first pick, which is the 10th pick in the draft. The reason why that's kind of crazy is because the Bengals have literally never done that.
Okay.
They don't every year there's like 7 trades where teams trade up or they trade back or whatever.
The Bengals are the cheap one.
They're the really cheap one.
Yeah.
So that's why it was kind of shocking. The reason, it's pretty obvious why they did it.
Okay.
Because basically they refused to sign this, like, he's a little bit older, but this defensive end because he wanted a lot of money and the Bengals are cheap. But then they signed kind of the equivalent skill level guy for a ton of money too.
Okay.
But then they also lost their first round pick. Like the math didn't really math. And
so do you think that'll be a thing where it's like all of a sudden it'll be revealed why they did that? Or
the reason why they did that is because the coach and the general manager are on the hot seat because they have Joe Burrow. And if they're not good this season, I mean, every season I'm like, well, they're obviously going to be fired. Mm-hmm. Clearly these two will be fired. They're bad. Uh-huh. And every season somehow they don't because the ownership's so cheap and they probably signed them to a longer contract and they don't want to pay them when they're not coaching for them. I think it's partially those guys just being desperate trying to win right now. And then also it's partly the team being like, they don't want Joe Burrow, who doesn't seem like he's in a happy place. He seemed kind of like low-key sad boy.
Yeah.
They don't want him to demand a trade.
Yeah.
Because he's a hot piece of ass in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You like me?
You remember this shit, yeah.
I kind of, as I browse, because when I go on our podcast account on like Instagram, I try to specifically only follow sports and pop culture.
Yeah.
So sometimes because I interact with it too much on my personal account on accident, and then my feed turned into sports. Yeah. And so now I'm doing the thing where I try to switch accounts so I can kind of check in on sports a little bit, and then I keep it off of my feed.
I love it.
So that is those are the only things I've really caught on to.
Other little draft storylines too. So obviously Fernando Mendoza is going to go number 1. He's not actually going to be at the draft. He's not going to be in Pittsburgh.
I did see that.
He's going to be in Miami because his mom has, what did she have?
She has something. Does she have MS?
She's MS.
Yeah.
Because I know it's like, it's difficult. It's not ALS, but it's like MS.
No,
it's serious.
Yeah.
So that way he can be with her, and that way he can also
really
be with his grandparents. He literally, it's to the point. It's not like quite Mark Ruffalo, where I'm like, I don't fucking believe you. I know I say it every time, but like he's just the measure. Whenever we talk about somebody lying, I think him.
Because I think Mark Ruffalo, it feels like he's trying to get something out. Like he wants everyone to see him being good.
Yes.
Like,
Fernando Mendoza doesn't. Fernando Mendoza,
he just is good.
There's just like random pictures of him like picking up litter, like completely alone.
Yeah.
Like he's just a good guy. He's just a really good guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he'll go to the Raiders.
Which, by the way, Fernando, you won't hear this because I know you're offline. We are in Vegas. We have a wholesome home.
We are great people to chill with.
If you need somewhere to go for a nice home cooked meal, please come to our house. We will keep you out of the Vegas trouble.
Funnily enough, I'm kind of like...
We live in the suburbs.
Funnily enough, I'm kind of like, yeah, actually, he would fit in pretty well.
Yeah, I'm like, we actually have a pretty chill lifestyle out here. We'll keep you out of trouble.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep you out
need
of trouble.
some stability.
But so he's going to go. Then the other stories in the draft are, and these are just randomly me picking out ones.
Yeah.
It's not, this is supposed to be not a very good draft.
Okay.
Every year they'll kind of rank them. It's more obvious in like the NBA, but in the NFL, they'll kind of rank them. And usually it's based off quarterbacks where it's like, really, there's Fernando Mendoza and everybody else. Nobody's really sure if they're like NFL worthy.
Yeah.
But then also like the number one wide receiver is this guy, Carnell Tate. God, there's so many good names in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, even Fernando Mendoza, that's a white guy. And his name's Fernando Mendoza. Are you kidding me?
Mendoza Raiders jersey is going to go crazy.
It's going to be absurd. It's going to be absurd. Half of Raiders jerseys that have been like customized and given to people like, oh, this is your last name, say Mendoza already. So it's going to be awesome. But
I'm going to get one.
You have to. But so the Carnell Tate is the number one wide receiver in this draft. He's not even the number one wide receiver on his college team, because on his college team is, God, it's Jeremiah Smith, but I just need to, before I say that, because
verify.
It's embarrassing if I don't have his name exactly right.
Do you know the two jerseys I'm going to
Jeremiah
want?
Smith. Yeah.
But two jerseys I want are Fernando Mendoza, and I want James Winston.
Oh yeah,
I need a James Winston.
We need to get you.
I need a James Winston's Giants
Yes,
jersey.
we do.
That's one I'm going to get soon.
So you get to play in the snow.
And because I do have my
Asia Wilson jersey.
No.
Ray Lewis.
Who's Ray Lewis?
Yeah.
I have my Ray Lewis jersey.
I think William got you both of those.
Yes.
William's got you two jerseys.
Yes.
You gotta wear those jerseys, baby.
I know.
Next time he's here, you need to wear them out to dinner and just see what he says.
Because I keep thinking I should wear it on the podcast, but I just like never think to put it on before podcast.
And it would also kind of gives the wrong impression of like maybe you're a fan and you don't know.
Of what, Ray Lewis?
You know of Ray Lewis. You don't know Ray Lewis.
I am Ray Lewis.
But so Carnell Tate is like the number one wide receiver, but a year younger than him on Ohio State's the best receiver in the country, Jeremiah Smith. So it's that type of draft where it's like it feels, it might be a really good draft, but next year seems like it's going to be so good that everybody's kind of like, well, just wait till next, which is a bummer because it kind of spoils the draft a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the other two stories I like are this one guy, Sonny Styles, great name.
That is a great name.
Who's a linebacker, I believe also Ohio State, had like crazy numbers at the NFL Combine where he was like so fast, so strong. He could jump so high. Like everything, you're like, Jesus Christ, you see Sonny Styles?
Yeah.
So he went from being like a second rounder, maybe a late first rounder, to now people are like, is he going to go third in the draft?
Uh-huh.
What's so interesting about that though is this, like how fast the guy is or how many bench press reps he does. How much does it actually translate to
being a good player?
Yeah. Because all the time players will just be really good at the NFL Combine. But we have tape of them actually playing football. They're not a first round guy.
Yeah.
Even if on paper at the doctor's office they are.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping that the Giants don't get him. Then again, if they don't pick him, he'll probably be really good. If they do pick him, looks like Tarzan plays like Jane Lickham. And then there's also just like a few other like little stories that maybe like next week or next year we'll go into more, because I think you like it, of like the little things that like the coaches and the fans like nitpick about people. Like there's this one Miami defensive end named Ruben Baines who's really good, but his issue is he has short arms. And by short arms, I mean just like not super long arms that you're used to. So it's like, or better yet for quarterbacks to be like, yeah, he's really, really good. His hands are small.
Yeah. Interesting.
And like stuff like that will like lose them millions of dollars because it's like, I mean, we can't draft him. His hands are small.
Yeah.
And then Baker Mayfield ends up being really good.
Yeah.
His whole thing was that his hands were small.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that.
I know that stuff's like so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess should we just move into our
Just hop into sports skinny?
Just get into some sports skinny.
Sports goss. Okay, so here are some sports headlines that didn't make it into sports gossip this week, but we want to keep the besties in the loop.
Hit me, sister.
Okay, so the New York Mets have, as of this podcast, lost 12 games in a row.
Divas down all over the diamond.
No, a 12-game losing streak would be a big deal for like literally any team, but it's especially concerning for the Mets because they have the second highest payroll in the entire league, and up until like a couple weeks ago, they were like one of the faves to win the World Series.
That's not good.
Like it's gotten to the point where people are like, girl, they're cursed, and a few people noticed that they haven't actually won a game since Mr. Met, their mascot, hugged Zoran Mamdani, the New York mayor.
It's kind of like the Drake curse again.
Yeah. Now, Mets fans are being proactive about this. Yesterday, before they ended up losing, they actually held a voodoo ritual in the parking lot, which obviously didn't work.
We've got to get witch talk on this.
Now the news, Victor Wembanyama of the San Antonio Spurs actually got a concussion on Tuesday night, forcing him to leave a game in the middle of the playoffs.
He's like the super duper tall one, right?
Yes, and he's arguably the best player in the world, and this is the playoffs, so it's like a really big deal. Now, the NBA has a rule where you cannot play for 48 hours, 2 days since you last got a concussion, but fortunately for Wemby and the Spurs, the NBA schedule is like just so stupid. They put way too much time between games, especially playoff games. So his next game's on Friday. He'll be allowed to play if he's able to. My guess is that the Spurs are going to take it easy and see how the rest of the series goes. If it becomes more like dire and it looks like they're going to lose the series, they'll bring him in. Otherwise, they're going to let him rest.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel finally addressed the media after news of his alleged affair with reporter Diana Rossini came out. He pretty much just said the boilerplate, this has been hard in my family stuff that everybody says.
Please respect my privacy at this time. Yeah, no, we're talking about this week. Actually, just of the reaction to it or whatever.
Yes.
And again, I am just still of the opinion of it was just cheating. There's no
Yes.
inside scoop or this and that. I don't think it's we need to call her journalistic integrity to the forefront of it, really. I don't know. It just to me doesn't feel that deep.
It's not as sinister because in the end it's I'm a diehard sports fan, but it's in the end there's not a ton of advantage. It's not like this is tied with gambling or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
The scoops that she was getting was scoops that we would have found out anyway.
Exactly. That's the thing with sports is you always do find out. It's just I guess you get whoever breaks it first or whatever, you kind of get a pat on the back, but
you always do end up finding out. And I will say, actually, now that we're talking about this, at no point has Diana Rossini ever been the one where I'm she's always right.
Yeah.
So
she's like a figurehead or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's not I don't know. It just, I feel like there would have been something really notable you could put your finger on of
Yes.
oh, remember when she did this, if that's the way she was moving.
Her, the scoops that she would get were basically scoops that other people would get too. It's just not that sinister as far as the league and stuff goes. I know that reporters are, and this part I do understand. I know that reporters are obviously more upset about this and upset with her than others.
Yeah.
And if you think about it though, it's because it's okay, are you setting the precedent that in order to get, to kind of sleep your way to the top?
To the top. That's never a good
are we making
conversation that's being had.
Yeah, are you basically, is there basically a world where that's what reporters are expected to do, especially female ones, in order to get scoops? We don't want to set that precedent.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what
I don't think that's
happen.
the precedent at all, especially just with the era that we're in. If we're being honest, as much as it does feel obviously all the things keep coming out about, inappropriate emails or, people saying things to reporters or front desk ladies or whatever. It's we are moving into a time where I think people are being a lot more careful with how they behave around women, which thank God. But it's I do actually think we're moving more into a time of where that sort of transaction isn't really going to be happening, because I think a lot of men in power know that will come out and that will fall back on them.
And if it does,
hopefully,
and if it does, it's probably not transactional. It's probably just people hook up at work, dude.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm it just was a good old fashioned affair. I'm not a fan of cheating. I don't that.
No.
But I don't think it's this whole second layer that people are trying to make it out.
I don't think the law should get involved.
No.
Okay, and if you wanted any proof that NHL fans are just sort of built diff, one of the glass panels behind the Kings bench actually broke when fans got a little bit too rowdy during the Kings Avalanche playoff game.
If those can break, I'm shocked that doesn't happen more often.
Oh, and this one's interesting. Elizabeth Smart, who's obviously famously known as a kidnapping victim, has recently announced that she started a career in bodybuilding. She just won her first competition in Utah, and I gotta say, she's looking pretty svelte.
Damn, that girl's strong in every way.
Oh, and this past weekend was WrestleMania 42. There, Brock Lesnar, who's WWE superstar, really decorated college wrestler, UFC fighter, sort of a professional football player, depends on how you look at it. He was like on the Minnesota Vikings practice team, announced that he's retiring, at least appeared to. Mm-hmm. He apparently went off script. He gave the X sign, which tells the camera people like, hey, by the way, I'm just going to go. Sat down and got pretty emotional. Like he was kind of like tearing up as he took off his gloves and his boots and basically told the world like, I'm hanging it up.
Yeah, I saw this video and seeing a big tough guy cry is like, you immediately cry.
The first woman to unofficially run the Boston Marathon, Bobby Gibb, now has a statue of herself along the Boston Marathon route. Here's the fun part. She sculpted the statue herself.
I love that. What can't she do?
And there you go. That's what you missed on Clay.
Love it. I think that was all of our sports news.
There's been a lot of crazy stuff sports-wise.
Yeah.
There's like, the problem is there's like almost too much news, but none of it's like, gotta talk about it.
Yeah. I feel like it's so funny whenever it's not NFL season. Mm-hmm. Like it just feels different, and obviously it's because football is like the biggest, but like for some reason also it feels like the rest of sports also aren't as like, because I always feel like there's other huge headlines during the NFL season.
The NFL has so many fewer games that everything just matters more.
Yeah.
So like right now the Mets losing 12 in a row is basically the equivalent of an NFL team losing one game.
Yeah.
So that's why we can talk about the Mets losing 12 in a row, how crazy that is. But for the most part, like unless something wild happens, like I guess there have been a couple, there's like a couple like record breaking things, but they're all like really nitpicky. Like there was a guy, I think it was on the Reds a couple days ago, became the first player ever to score twice without seeing a single pitch. I don't know how he did it because I didn't see the game, but it's going to be something like he was intentionally walked once and he pinch ran the second time, which something like that.
Yeah. No, the Mets thing is crazy. Just because I know you were like trying to show me the odds of that, like what that means. And
you don't lose. The only teams that have ever like really lost more than that are teams that are like fucking tanking.
Yeah.
Where they're like either purposely doing that or they're the poorest teams that are doing so bad. The Mets were literally like every year they are a lot of analysts picked to win the World Series.
Yeah.
Baseball is kind of cursed like that though. Like there is sort of like a juju thing. It's why like
no, that definitely feels like the most where it's like people are like, no, like I don't wash this shirt or I don't like it's very.
It's why there's so many more curses in baseball than any other sport.
Yeah.
It's why like the Yankees, like they have won hands down the most World Series. I think they won 27. The next closest is I think the Cardinals with like 9.
Wow.
And then the next closest after that. The Giants have 10 now. And the Dodgers have 9. But it's just like.
The Dodgers only have 9?
Yeah.
I feel like they've won 9 in my lifetime.
Almost, they've won 3 in your lifetime, but they were really bad for most of your life and basically back until like the 70s.
Okay.
But they were a famously bad team.
Interesting.
Which is weird. It's all depends on ownership.
Yeah.
And just like baseball's so much more complicated. The NBA is the easiest one. I could be an NBA general manager.
Yeah.
And just I got the really good guy. Everybody knows he's really good. I know he's really good, so I got him.
Yeah.
And now we win. Football, it's a lot of luck with injuries. And baseball, it's like really complicated and you have to be really patient.
Yeah.
You have to be like when you draft someone, it's very rare that they even play on your team for years.
That's crazy.
They see it's just so far in advance. It's fucking trippy. But yeah.
Interesting. I guess you want to move into some pop culture?
Let's do it, baby.
Okie dokie. I kind of have just a few things because we literally just filmed like 2 days ago. You ready to get into this week's pop culture news at the Skinny Dip?
Let's dive in.
Secret Lives of Moral Wives are officially cameras up and they're ready to resume filming for season 5, but reportedly without Taylor Frankie Paul and her ex Dakota. Although Taylor Frankie Paul did comment on a post about this report saying, quote, "Not what I was told."
And she's also on well, they wouldn't tell you, Taylor.
Yeah.
You're not involved. Did you think you were still in the loop?
She might. I don't know.
I don't think you're in the emails anymore, girl.
But there is kind of some like rumblings right now that they might release the fucking Bachelorette.
Or they might be waiting for it to cool down and then be like, let's not forfeit all this money.
Yes.
If anything, it's really good PR for it.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious if they'll do that or not. Because also it's also funny where it's like, because the season was like, all right, it's canned. It was like, all right, let's just spoil it. Who won?
Yes.
And she's been like back in the comments of the guy who won and like stuff like that. So
like flirting or like
flirting.
Interesting.
So I don't really know what the deal is there. And he also hasn't like said anything publicly about her or anything.
Well, they clearly didn't get married though.
Yeah.
Or continue to date.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what the sitch is.
So,
but Secret Lives of More Wives gonna be back, and they didn't do a season 4 reunion because of all this.
I think, how would you possibly put it together?
I know. So
The answer is you put it together as best as you can, and it's going to be good no matter what.
I would love if they did a reunion.
They could have none of the people who started any drama. It would still be really good because you just talk about them.
I was gonna say, even if they were like, hey, we can't touch the Taylor, Frankie, Paul or Bachelorette stuff at all. This season was actually, there was so many other plots and storylines. I would love to see a reunion for all of those. Like, there was so much other stuff going on. That is kind of why I'm like, one, I think reality TV isn't good for Taylor, Frankie, Paul. I think this is like ruining her life, literally. So for that reason, I don't think she should continue to film. But two, after season like 1 or 2, I kind of was like, I care about her storylines the least because she feels like she's on a completely different island.
Yes.
The rest of them are like having like a group drama. And even when she's there, it's like it doesn't feel like she's like friends with them.
Yeah.
It all kind of feels like they're like being there for her. And like, that's kind of it.
Yeah.
It's a very weird situation. And I kind of actually would be okay with her not being on the show, even though she's like the main character.
That'll be interesting to see how the show does what it's like without her.
I think totally.
Because it might be completely the same.
I think it's totally fine. And actually,
they might talk about her the entire time though, because they fucking
might.
just self-referential at all.
Yeah.
Mormons don't have a lot else going on.
Yeah.
What are they going to talk about? The arcade games? Come on.
Yeah. No, it just felt like all of her storylines are so separate from the group that it was like all the storylines I liked the best from the past season was everyone else.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, like she's going to do Bachelorette. But it kind of just felt like they started this season and they're like, she's going to be the Bachelorette. There was no like, let's show the moment of her finding out that she's the Bachelorette. And like, let's find out that, like, there was none of that.
No, because it was an email that she's no longer on.
That is besides the like them all talking about the production of it, my big criticism of the show is they actually don't do a good job at like explaining what happened. Like, because all of this basically plays out online. We all see it. We all see the headlines. And then the show airs and we get to see them be like, I'm confronting this person or I have a problem with this person. But they don't like recap on the show like this person left this comment or this person liked this shady.
They don't show you.
They're not clear enough. And I kind of forget.
Yeah. Because like Kardashians, they do. Kardashians, they'll like... And in fact, sometimes they'll even let you know, like, hey, we're going to talk about this. They'll be like, previously on, and they'll be like, Chloe saying something to Lamar, and you're like, oh, Lamar's going to be about in this episode.
Or they'll like set them down and be like, can you explain the situation before we show this footage, essentially?
Yes.
Like, which, by the way, I didn't even talk about any of the Lamar documentary stuff.
We haven't watched it. Have you seen it?
We haven't, but I saw a bunch of the clips of it, and basically, it just comes out where it's just like, yeah, Khloe Kardashian looks amazing.
Yeah.
But then Lamar's doing like the dickhead thing where he's like, yeah, I was only with her because I wanted this like rich, famous lifestyle. I didn't really love her. I didn't this or that. And
he hung around her a lot, buddy.
And like all the, like she literally did so much for him.
Yeah.
And even this documentary, she was like, I did this to him as a favor because they were like making this. And she was like, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And now he's like trying to call her a liar about like his dad being like, he wanted to pull the plug on him, which I'm like, your dad hasn't been around. Of course he wanted to pull the plug on you and get the insurance money.
Yeah.
Like she was the one, like all the nurses in the hospital have come forward many years being like, Khloe was like, this is a lockdown. Like we have to be so careful about who has access to him. Yeah. When there was like people changing things in his room, they would cover him with a sheet so that no one could get a photo of him. Yeah. Like it was so on lockdown and like, and then he just basically turns around and it's like, yeah, I didn't really care about her. And she didn't find out about that until after that the thing came out.
Yeah.
And so she went on her podcast and was like, this is really disappointing and hurtful. Like, I can't believe she framed this.
She's a strong person, though, where I think she also has a good head on her shoulders to know that, like, he has no leg to stand on. He has nothing to go to. What is his life now?
Yes.
He's not in the NBA anymore. Hopefully he saved some money. But, like, it's like what they say, like, it's really hard to save, like, a drowning person because they're going to use you as a life raft no matter what.
Yes.
And he's using her as a life raft.
Yes. Yeah, no, because she like talked about it on like a podcast episode where it kind of was just by herself, but then she had her like best friend Malika on, which I kind of was like, that should have been the podcast from the beginning. Khloe and her like bestie.
A lot of the really famous ones need a number 2.
Yeah, but also they've turned her show into like an interview show. And I kind of don't actually care for Khloe Kardashian to interview people. Not that she's bad.
Trying to make a good hang.
I kind of just want to hear Khloe Kardashian gab with her friends.
It should be closer to the toast than Joe Rogan.
Yes, yeah. Not everything needs to be a highbrow interview show. The celebrities should just be a celebrity on their podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, her friend Malika basically was like, I quit working for you because of Lamar's like drug use and stuff like that. And like she's like, I saw like everything you did, and she basically just was like, he's saying this now because like he knows that like he can't really get much out of you anymore, so he's kind of like, I didn't like her anyways. And I'm like, that's just so mean.
It is.
I don't know. So obviously wish the best for Lamar, but also it's like, you can't keep hurting everyone. But I'm sure he got good cash for the documentary, so that's nice.
I don't even know if it was that good. I think he didn't really. I think they probably like, you want $100? He was like, I'll do whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think any money's good money.
Yeah.
But although he used to pay for his girlfriend's like salon appointments,
he still probably has. Hopefully he has a good financial manager who. I mean, the fact that his dad was like, pull the plug, let me get the stuff, means that there was stuff.
Yeah. No, because
the drugs he was doing were cheap.
Yeah.
So
that was actually never mind. But yeah, no, when I used to work at the salon, his girlfriend, when I was like in Beverly Hills, his girlfriend used to come in at the time, and she used to always pay with his card. And I remember like I would charge it sometimes, and I would be like, I'm holding Lamar Odom's card.
Smart guy, just handing a credit card.
Yeah, just hand a credit card to some lady.
Like, I love whenever you're like, hey, can I borrow your card? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't
we
imagine
so
if
rarely do that.
We were dating, and if I was like Lamar Odom type person, it's like, she might just buy a car.
Yeah.
Like,
ooh, Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz are raising eyebrows as Zoe was seen wearing a big diamond ring on that finger. Others have pointed out that Zoe is an ambassador for Jessica McCormick, which sells diamond jewelry. And I did look at the photos on the website that she was in, and there was a very similar diamond ring she was modeling to the one she was wearing. So it might not be an engagement ring, but man, it looked like an engagement ring.
And she just always wears like tons of different accessories. She dresses very cool. Like, it's hard to judge. She's one of those people where you really can't tell by the rings whether or not she's in a relationship.
Yeah.
She's going to wear rings regardless.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she's very cool. But also I'm like, there's something about her that is so cool. I'm like, if I was a man dating her, I would probably be like, I'll get engaged to you immediately as well. I would probably buy her a diamond ring as quickly as I could.
I just can't. I understand. Like, I could predict the Timmy and
Kylie.
I see Timmy and Kylie. I see obviously Tom and Zendaya. I do not see these two together. I don't see Harry.
I kind of do. I think that kind of makes sense. I think they make a lot of sense where it's like she kind of comes from like a very big world with her parents.
Yeah.
And he is on such another like Justin Bieber level of fame that it's kind of like,
yeah.
Because he kind of would date people before that were like models, but weren't like A-list models.
He used to date people who are kind of used to the world.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's why I'm like, I kind of think that might be her.
They're both too bohemian though. You can't be that bohemian, you know? Like, look what happened like with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt all of a sudden starts being like crazy. And then, I mean, I don't blame Angelina Jolie, but you know, something made him start drinking. Something made him be a domestic abuser.
Why'd you make me do that?
Why did she make him do that?
Yeah. It's never his fault.
Never is.
But speaking of Harry, Ticketmaster is stepping into the Harry Styles concert ticket fiasco. Ticketmaster canceled scalper ticket purchases to resell to fans at face value. Hopefully we could see more of that moving forward. It's
because they're currently being investigated by the government.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing that.
Because I know there was a huge issue with like the Ariana Grande concert thing where it was like, I think she basically like added extra dates to it because she felt like, she's like, oh my God, this went so horribly.
Yeah. And the scalpers probably bought those and are selling them for $1 million now too.
Yes.
It's fucking crazy.
And
it's crazy.
Still couldn't get one.
Yeah.
No, but something needs to happen with the ticket world because it's crazy.
It's funnily enough, I think that like Taylor Swift is the one who could save this thing.
Yes.
She can just sell tickets no matter what. And she did so many shows, which Harry Styles does a lot of shows too, but did so many shows at so many different locations for all the different prices and stuff where it got to the point where it's kind of like, this is how you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to do $10,000 a ticket 5 times.
Yes.
Like, it's just fucked.
Yes, I agree. Especially with Harry Styles where it's like, hey, everyone's coming to you for this tour.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming to New York for you.
There was on Twitter a ticket to a Washington Capitals game from like 2004 went viral because somebody noticed that on the ticket it said I think $8. It's 2004. It's not like this is like 1941.
Yeah.
It's like $8. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. That is crazy.
You can't even get a beer at the place for that now.
No.
That's crazy.
You can't get a movie ticket for that now.
Oh, not even close. Thanks, James Cameron.
I know. Oh my God. When we went to the movies the other day, I think I paid like $30 because we saw Matinee for the first time in forever. Mm-hmm. And I paid like $35 for the tickets. And I was like, that's pretty good.
Which is crazy.
And then I thought about that. I was like, almost $40. And I'm like, that's pretty good.
I used to remember I would bring $20 to buy 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rihanna and her new baby girl, Rocky, just graced the cover of W Magazine together.
Love it.
Just very cute. They're just good to see.
It's always good to see him. I wish she was in the studio and not on the cover of a magazine. Get in the studio and then do the magazine. Studio first, magazine.
Get in the studio and then get on the magazine cover to promote what you just did in the studio.
Like, don't take this the wrong way. I don't want to see your baby until I see. I'm going to blame Rocky. Is it your baby's fault? Make more music. You were so good. You were so good.
I know. And I don't want the movie soundtrack song either.
I don't want that fucking bullshit.
I don't want the Smurf soundtrack.
Stop it. It's offensive is what it is. You can't make, you were literally only hits for an extended period of time. And then you just stopped? Irish Goodbye?
Have I talked about my conspiracy theory on here?
You think that you heard her voice, right?
No. I think she is waiting out a label contract
would make sense too.
Jay-Z.
That would make sense.
Because she's with Jay-Z. She stopped around 2016. That was the last time she released Anti. And then she just kind of stopped. And it's been very like, maybe. She's never said like, I'm never coming back to music. So it's kind of like this weird plausible deniability thing. I believe she technically has her own label, but it's under Jay-Z's label.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I thought about this during the whole Diddy trial stuff and where it's like, is Jay-Z involved in anything? And I'm not saying that Jay-Z's Diddy, but I do think that Jay-Z has some
Jay-Z was aware of Diddy.
He has some shady business happenings and stuff like that.
Jay-Z continued to work with Diddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I actually wouldn't be shocked if there was some sort of drama there where Rihanna didn't actually want to continue to like give him money or something like that. And that's why she kind of stopped. And that's why she immediately was like, I'm going to stop music, make $1 billion from other things, from a lingerie line, a makeup line, and all this stuff, and then just kind of stop music.
Also, she has a husband who's doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there is also a world where she's kind of like, I am more introverted. I don't really need that.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. It's just interesting. But yeah, my theory is it lies somewhere, perhaps in a label contract thing that we're waiting.
That'd be interesting. That's
my theory. Reese Witherspoon is facing backlash after posting a video encouraging people, especially women, to learn about AI. She says she wants people to learn to keep up, and then people started to accuse her of being paid by AI companies. She later apologized, saying that she isn't being paid by anyone, nor is she for AI taking jobs, but just wants people to be educated on the subject, like in the workforce.
What women's lit book about AI is she currently adapting into an Apple TV show? That's the real question.
That is the real question.
Yes.
I will say, though, this did really feel like everyone just wanted to misunderstand her.
Yeah.
Because so mostly her video was talking about how AI jobs, or AI's statistically taking more women's jobs right now, but women statistically use less AI right now, like in jobs or whatever.
Yeah, interesting.
And so her whole thing was, she was just like, what do you guys know about AI? I think she was talking about her book club or something, where she was like, I was asking the women in my book club, how often do they use it? And just like, what do they use it for? What do they know about it? And she just was like, I think this is going to happen regardless. And I think we should actually just focus on learning about it because it's going to happen and you don't want to fall behind, which I understand that sentiment.
Totally.
But it is, I guess, just kind of a hot button thing to be like, let's learn about AI. Let's be all in on
Nobody
this.
wants AI to happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I totally get that. And I also totally get people don't like when somebody who's completely fine gives advice.
Yes.
Like Matt Damon with Bitcoin. It was like, Matt Damon, you don't need to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not an investment for you.
It's not for you.
So stop telling other people to do it. Or Reese Witherspoon, you don't need to adapt to AI. You can.
Yeah.
You don't need to. So why are you telling people? Like, just people don't like that.
Yeah. No, I don't know. So I don't know. That was her. It's rare we see a Reese Witherspoon scandal.
I know.
At Coachella this year, Kendall Jenner was reportedly seen making out and hanging out with Jacob Elordi. People magazine is now reporting that the two have been spending time getting to know each other the past few months.
Okay.
I was like, I actually think that this is a very attractive couple.
What do you think people would be more upset about, Timmy and Kylie or Jacob and Kendall? Because I think Jacob and Kendall.
I don't know. I think I think Kylie actually might get more hate because
Yeah.
she's a BBL and a boob job. I
Yeah.
love how that all of a sudden makes you the devil. Okay.
That's true. You're right.
And people like to be like, well, Kendall's natural or what. And so I love how that's
Kendall eats air.
Yeah. I love that using plastic surgery is like people's baselines for whether or not you're a good person.
Yeah.
That's always the thing. And it's like, okay. Allegedly, Kylie was actually the one who played matchmaker.
Little Cupid Kylie.
She apparently met Jacob Elordi during the award shows that she was going to with Timothée Chalamet. And she thought her sister would love him.
She said, you know what? I have a sister.
Yeah.
And he said, I know.
He's famously, I know.
You have a lot of them.
Yeah.
You have quite a few.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is one of those couples where it's like, yeah, I guess they would date. Like that makes sense.
They're both
tall, hot, young Hollywood people.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's boring because it just makes sense.
I don't care about it.
But I will say Kendall Jenner has an all-star dating history.
Yes.
I think one only comparable to Pete Davidson.
It's almost suspicious though.
Yes.
Kind of like how Pete Davidson is suspicious. Where
Yeah.
you're kind of like, does every manager have his number and say like, hey, my client just got divorced.
Yeah.
Do you want to hook up?
You wanna do a thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because just her dating history, I have it here. Her dating history literally is Harry Styles, A$AP Rocky, Devin Booker, Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons, and Bad Bunny.
So the NBA and Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
And who was the first one?
Harry Styles.
And Harry Styles.
And A$AP Rocky. It's like everyone she dates is like really attractive and very talented at what they do.
Give an average Joe a shot, dude. Pull Alana.
Yeah.
Finding yourself a gator wrestler.
I agree.
Yeah.
I would love to see Kendall with like a blue collar man.
I don't think she would be entertained whatsoever.
I don't think so either. Although she does like to be
Her
like,
with the help? No, thank you.
I mean, maybe someone who, works on her stables.
Yes.
Maybe she needs but she dates like a jockey, like a nice short guy.
That's so funny because stables, I was like, I could see that being like an affair.
Yeah.
Until they leave the stables and she's like, why am I with this peasant? The jockey in what fucking planet?
That would be hilarious.
That'd be really funny.
Though. They could ride their horses together and she's really tall, he's really small.
Yeah. He rides really fast. He rides so much faster than she does. Wears funny pants and shirts with stripes.
Yeah.
With matching hats.
But that is it for the skinny dip. That's all I got for you. There should be a lot of Hulu news breaking.
Ooh.
Like tomorrow. You have the NFL draft tomorrow. I have the Hulu news tomorrow. So that's what we have to look forward to.
Got a lot's going.
A lot of guts going on. But I think that's it.
That's it. Another second podcast of the week.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Kind of two short ones. Although the last one wasn't that short.
This one won't be that short either. This one will be almost an hour.
It'll be jockey sized. That's what we'll call it.
Jockeys are way smaller than an hour.
They just hit that camera.
Jockeys are way smaller than an hour. Jockeys are so little. They're fascinating people.
I love them.
Yeah. All right. Love you guys. Towel off.
Bye.